ओ चुगलियो पटका गुडियो नशे में उड़ जाए रे हाय रे सच खपे तबे किलियो.
Hi, this is Alia Bhatt and you're watching me on the official T-Series YouTube channel. To get the latest updates on my upcoming film Highway, hit subscribe here and log on to the website youtube.com/tseries.
बोला तेरा मालियो हरियाली जंगल वाली तूते घर गाली पे ताली उसके कदम कदम रखवाली ऐवे लोग लाज की सोच सोच के क्यों है आफत डाली भूले नाम रब का नाम साईं का अली अली अली.
My character's name is Veera Tripathi. She is a Delhi-based girl. She comes from a very protected and very wealthy family. She's led a very protected life. Never had any experience that has put her out of her comfort zone. So basically, a girl that has had everything in her life, but still somewhere or the other has not. She gets thrown into a situation that is very out of her comfort zone, and that is least expected at a time that she's going through, and how that changes her world around and makes her into the person that she is. So in short, in a brief nutshell, you would say that it's self-discovery of this character and the other characters, but not self-discovery in a boring way, you know, in a way that kind of jars you out of your seat, that oh my god, these things can actually happen to people and these things actually turn your world around. See, I wouldn't say love, but there is a relationship that happens between these two characters. Why and how, that obviously is left to the mystery of, you know, whether when you see the film, but it's not the main essential idea of the film. Love is not the plot. The plot is a journey, as you said. It takes you on a journey that, you know, that one experience that sort of changes your life and puts you out of your comfort zone. And when you're out of your comfort zone, what magic happens around you? That's basically what the film is about. Of course, there are relationships to back it, but it's not the essential core point of the film. My favorite song in the film would be Mahive. It's again sung by Rahman sir, so you know, all the more reason to love it. And it just, I feel it's the essence of the film, and it comes right in the end of the film. Actually, that was not like how I am in real life at that time, especially. Maybe obviously after doing that film, I got into a little bit, okay, of dressing up, brands, makeup, you know, looking good and all. That became part of my life later, but initially I was not that person, so that was a bit difficult for me. Similarly, I have never been on a journey like how Veera had been in this film, in my life. So I didn't do any preparation. The role required me to be as raw and as untouched as possible. So whatever experience the character was going through, whether she was climbing a tree for the first time, whether she was getting hit for the first time, whether she was falling down for the first time, whether anything that was happening to her was all happening for the first time. Similarly, it happened for the first time for me as well. So I was the character at the end of the film. I had a lot of physical stress in this film. Like I had to run and I had to push myself physically a lot. So there was this whole portion where I would run a lot. So the whole day I ran for about 8 hours. So I think that was the most difficult to me because I don't like running. I'm not a runner. So, and I don't have that much stamina either. So that was something that really was challenging for me. I met him for we didn't talk for a very long time. I didn't think he was very interesting in the beginning. I was like, who is this person? He's very intense, macho type. So I said, you know, better not to talk. But then we started talking and then we got along really well, and now, you know, he holds a very special place in my life and in my heart, because that journey we actually lived together through Highway. So Randeep looks like this macho kind of guy, but he's not like that. He's actually a really soft and very, you'll kill me if I'm telling you this because that's bringing out his inner side, but he's actually a very gentle and very sweet guy. Alia Bhatt is Randeep's character name. Firstly, I love the name Alia Bhatt. It's so interesting. Secondly, he's a man of very few words, and his emotions speaks louder than his words. And I think that is really difficult to do. That's what I love about his character. He doesn't say much, but you know what he's saying. And also, I love his look, the whole get up and his whole Gujari accent and the way he speaks and all. It's very endearing, and the way Veera's character looks at Mahabir is like, who's his animal, and he's so interesting. He has such weird shades. So that's how I would look at him as well. Just that if you want a journey that will probably give you perspective about your life and the things around you, then please go watch Highway. It's gritty, it's grungy, it's very different from my first film, and it's very, very intense.